A man walks into a county building with a camera. No crime, no disturbance, just his rights. But officers confuse policy with law and try to shut him down. Watch how one audit exposes the truth. Like, comment and subscribe. Because rights aren't optional.
I'm trying to find road. Hey, how you doing?
Good. Can we help you as far as who's giving you permission to do video recording?
Oh, I'm just filming. I got permission already, ma'am.
Who?
The county.
Who at the county?
Everybody.
Have you talked to our county manager? Assistant manager?
I didn't need to. Do you work for the county, ma'am?
Yes, I do.
Can I have your name?
I'm Vicki Clanton.
Miss Clanton? Okay. That's all. I'm fine. Yeah, I just need...
What organization are you?
Activism News Now.
Activism News Now.
Yes.
Okay. Can you have a seat and let me go?
If I sit down too long, these old bones of mine will freeze up.
Well, can you wait just a few minutes then?
Who do I need to speak to?
I'm going to see if Jimmy Harrison's here or if the county manager's here.
Okay. Well, I can't have a seat because I got bad knees,
Okay.
but I'll just walk around and I'll run into somebody eventually.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're still on,
Permission to be able
really?
to, yeah.
Well, so the permission I have came from the people that run this whole organization, and I've already been okayed. It's okay. I promise everybody here's fine. Where'd they go? Oh, here. Yeah, they're fine. I promise. I'm just doing a little filming. I gotta find my buddy, and we are on our way. You're fine, I promise.
Oh, well.
What was your name again?
I'm fine.
You're fine? Okay. Well, hey, Miss Fine. Nice to meet you. Okay. Yeah, I'm kind of concerned right now because I really don't know.
We have a policy of no photography in the
Where's that
office.
policy at? Oh, there's the puppy.
It's printed. Don't we have?
Can I see that policy?
Okay. Yeah.
Please.
Yeah.
So this is me being as vaguely honest with you as possible. That policy doesn't apply to me.
Actually, it applies to everybody.
Yeah, that works here.
No. It's for those who are coming into our
Okay.
office.
So can I explain something to you as peacefully as I can?
Sure.
This is open to the public.
It is, but
Okay.
but we don't have to allow
That's
photography.
not true.
So, no, it is.
I don't want to be combative. That's
Oh, I
just
don't
not
either.
true.
Yeah, I don't either.
It's
But
not true. Can I have
it
your
is.
name?
I'm sorry.
Can I have your name?
Yeah, sure. Wayne Rash.
Wayne Rash. Okay. Mr. Rash. Dude, I've been looking for you for like past 30 minutes. Them steps beat my ass. So Mr. Rash here says that there's a building policy that we can't film here. I tried to explain to him that policy only applies to the people that work here. As long as the public can open that door and come get services, I can film.
No.
That is true.
No.
But you can call who you need to call. That's
oh,
totally
okay.
fine. I will hang tight right here, brother. Yes, sir. I'll hang tight. You do what you got to do, partner. Who's going to get that policy? I would love to see it. Dude, I walked up and down the steps 2 times.
Did you?
Oh my God, I
took the
did.
elevator.
Nah, damn that elevator. I came to find you, and I was like,
I took the elevator.
oh my, listen. Oh,
I
so
walked all the way around.
did you see the television room down there? They had all the action figures in it.
Yes.
You saw it. That's
Yes.
where I was just at just now. I was down there talking to him. That dude's cool as hell.
Yeah, no, he was great. And
Yeah.
then I walked by. If you could keep going down the thing.
I hung a right, but didn't see you, and I didn't hear you, so I came back.
Yeah, there's an office. down
Okay,
there.
got it,
It's
got it.
It's like a zone and planning office. I was
Okay.
in there talking with them.
Yeah.
They were nice down there. too.
Really? Yeah, so everybody's downstairs is cool. I saw that big TV room down there. Dude, those action figures.
I
blew
told
my
him, I
mind.
said, dude, this is the coolest office I've ever seen.
So then I must have came in right behind you. Because literally as he saw me, he was like, yeah, man, come on in. I was like, dude, I feel like a kid in a candy store right now. And I went down there with him, and dude, I can't breathe. Them steps beat me up. I can't
took
breathe.
the elevator, man.
Good, look, like I physically can't breathe. Right here. Oh, come on in. I'm sorry. You come right on in here, partner.
How's it going, guys?
I'm all right, brother. How you doing?
What y'all step out here for?
I'd much rather talk right here. I feel safer right here.
Okay.
Okay. You come on in. Let's talk.
Yeah, let's go ahead.
Absolutely. What's the problem?
Let me get out of here.
Just
So do you guys have a need or a service from our office?
Yes.
Okay, what's that?
To film, where I'm publicly allowed to film. I tried to explain that to him, and I think maybe the issue here is the lack of understanding of my freedom right here.
well, let me go and say this. You can film and record
Thank you.
on public property, but
Thank you.
he said it was posted one time. It's not posted now.
We had new windows put up.
So
Yeah,
can
new
you
one's
explain
put
to me
up.
how that policy overrides my First Amendment. That's why I'm trying to explain to him that policy isn't law. If he can give me a statute with that policy, I'll be glad to get out of here. But if it's just building policy, you know it and I know it. I do not have to abide by it. And I tried to peacefully explain that to him. He did not want to hear. Yeah, come on. Or you can come out the other way. He didn't want to hear that.
Okay.
And I tried to peacefully explain that to
I
him.
didn't want to hear that, but it's been our policy for a number of years.
Okay, yeah, and it's just like the same thing, like the courthouse is a public building.
Mm-hmm.
We don't allow cell phones or video recording, anything like that.
Is there a statute backing that up?
No, it's an order in our county building.
Is it a law?
No, it's an
Okay.
order in our county building.
You're a law enforcement, not an order enforcer. And I
Right.
tried to tell him that. That's policy. Policy isn't law. You know this and I know this, so this conversation should have been over 2 minutes ago. I'm not trying to argue with you.
I'm not arguing with you. But I will say this. If he don't want you, he's the register of deeds here. Even though this is a public place, if he don't want you here, you have to leave.
Do you understand? Do you understand how that lawsuit works?
What's that?
Because then you'll be part of that lawsuit if you're going to back him up on that.
I'm
I don't
just,
wanna
I'm,
sue
not- I'm
anybody
just
here.
telling you what his position is.
But as long as I have any services that I need from anybody back here, as long as I'm not interfering with any business going on, I am legally
Obviously,
allowed.
You're interfering with something's on here.
The only interference
Do you
is
have
that
an ID on you?
I don't have it on me. Well, I
Okay.
do, but I'm not giving it because I haven't committed a crime. That's my Fourth Amendment right.
That-
You should know that.
Okay.
I don't want to be a problem here. I just want them to understand I can film in public. That's all I want. And as law enforcement, I need you to back me up there. I haven't caused a
You have
disturbance.
a right to film up. I'm not arguing with that.
Thank
But
you.
also, by law, if I ask you for your ID, you have to give me your ID.
Without the commission of a crime, reasonable, articulable suspicion. Let me have it.
Hey, I've read the same crimes book. Obviously, you've read. You've been on.
Absolutely.
That's fine.
So you know that I know.
Okay.
But going back and forth with an attorney probably won't work out too well for you without the commission of a crime.
Okay, I understand.
Thank you.
Now, are you guys' business done here?
As soon as I'm done, I will be on my way. I haven't disturbed anybody. Again, the only disturbance is their lack of understanding. It's the only disturbance.
And let me clarify just real quick for you.
I'm
if I
talking
can.
with him. Go ahead.
Go right ahead.
But how can I help you past this point? I've clarified what I've done. Any further pushing, your qualified immunity is gone. I don't want to do that. I'm not that guy. I just want to film in public. I haven't disturbed anybody.
Yeah, anybody else sitting down there?
I haven't disturbed anybody. I haven't said anything to anybody. I spoke to him. I told him my name. I'm David. I spoke to the ladies. I'm trying to get services from people. I spoke to the TV guy downstairs.
So,
I've talked to the TV guy downstairs.
Okay.
Nobody had a problem with me filming in public foyers except these people. I tried to explain to them.
well, I'm trying to explain to you. I mean, like I've done told him out there on the parking lot and told you, it's not illegal to film and record in a public place. But
Thank you.
if doing in such action causes other people feeling comfortable,
Graynard versus Rockford, U.S. Supreme Court. People's apprehension or fear does not trump my rights.
I've tried to explain that to them. Their lack of understanding doesn't impede my First Amendment. Just because if I was to open carry down this sidewalk, which I'll probably do here in a minute, if somebody calls you concerned and scared, it's your job to inform them. That's his Second Amendment right. Please don't be terrified by a gun unless he's made himself an issue. I haven't brandished it, haven't did any of that. Same thing with me filming. Same thing with me filming. I don't want to be an issue here. I'm just filming. And then they tried to tell me that
excuse me, just one second.
Absolutely, brother. Go ahead. Do you see how this goes here? There's law in place. Policy isn't that's not up to me, brother. There's law in place. But again,
I mean, the policy could be nobody but red shirts enter the office. I mean, policy doesn't trump law.
let's go take part of this conversation here. Come on. Turn right.
Yeah, that's what he said. He said they, you know,
Hey,
they.
guys.
How you doing, brother? How you doing?
Do you care if I talk to you guys for
Oh, absolutely. I have no problem with
Handshakes, you good with
that.
that?
I'm David. Nice to meet you.
I'm Reggie.
Nice to meet you, brother. Nice to meet you.
All right.
Nice to meet you.
So I work at the police department here in City, Illinois. We got a call on you guys, obviously.
I know it, and
Makes
I
sense.
tried to explain it. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
nope. You're perfectly fine. You're perfectly fine doing what you're doing. I have no problem with it at all. Okay. Just of course there are some restricted access areas.
Absolutely.
That even I can't go into.
Absolutely.
That are marked and
That are marked.
Yeah,
That are locked.
and I had no intentions of going in there.
And
Yeah,
just
absolutely.
Please, please try to refrain from trying to go in there. And if whoever's in charge of the property at that point, if they ask you to leave, of course,
So, catch your question, and I fully agree with everything you just said.
Yeah.
If he asked me to leave and I'm not done getting the services that they provide as public employees, how does that work without it being a lawsuit in place behind that? Because I haven't had a chance to, because everybody saw
I just asked you
Well,
if you had
yes,
service.
but everybody else, they saw my camera and automatically went, you can't film, and they didn't even offer service to me.
Right.
I would have
because
explained to
we
them
have
just as
always-
much as I did to you, but nobody took that. They
we've
saw my
always had
camera.
A policy because of marriage licenses that not everybody wants to know to have public access of everybody seeing them get a marriage license.
Well, it's y'all's
no
job to keep that
photography,
private. That's y'all's job. That's not on me. If you walk out here and somebody's getting married right here, that's not.
Hey,
I'm
let's
sorry.
try to.
I'm sorry. You're right. I'm sorry.
I understand you're trying
I'm
to
sorry.
exercise your rights, and I have no problem with that, man. I'm all for everybody exercising their rights. I'm just saying, let's try to stay out of the restricted
absolutely,
areas.
absolutely.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah,
try
we
to-
have.
Let's try to avoid
Listen,
confrontation.
we've been doing this for 3 years. I've
Yeah.
gone to 10 different states. I've got 1,000 videos in buildings just like this.
Okay.
I know
You're fine.
exactly
And-
where to go and
right,
exactly
and
what to do.
Okay, very good.
Yeah.
Then I have no problem with you guys doing that.
Excellent.
I appreciate it,
Thank
brother.
you. You guys have a great day.
Deputy
and-
Ronnie here are gonna peace
Yeah.
out. Just please, try to avoid any
Honestly,
type of
I'm
confrontation.
probably right behind you piecing out. It's just
Okay.
I just don't understand why I would be asked to leave. But
I-
again,
well,
I don't want
I'm
to
not
poke
in
that bear.
control. I'm
Well,
not
I
in
know
control.
that coming from here. I know that. No, that's not you. But
Yeah.
I'm probably.
I'm just asking if you have if there's a service you need from our office.
Well,
we're happy to
hold on.
provide
Let me
it.
just clarify something.
Let me help you
Sure,
out. Let me
please.
help you out. Okay, so with it being a public building, okay, obviously they can be in this area as long as the building is open and unlocked. Okay, they just can't be in the restricted access areas. They don't have to have any type of business here. They can just be here. Okay.
Thank you.
But yes, sir. You're welcome.
Thank you.
But at the point that they start becoming belligerent or causing a scene or becoming disruptive, at that point, then that's
You
a
can
little
access the
different.
leave, and that's totally your
Right.
jurisdiction.
But at this point, from at this point, from what I'm seeing, they're just trying to exercise their rights, and that's perfectly okay. So if you're good, you gentlemen are good.
Yeah, absolutely,
Do-
absolutely.
Do your
We've
thing.
been through the whole bill and everybody was
Do
pleasant.
you have a card?
fine.
I do actually.
Can I have your card, please? Sure. Your department's gonna get about 140,000 phone calls about you because you're literally the best officer I've ever encountered. Ever. I can't make this up.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. My name's on the front there. And then the number of the police department's on the front as well. So
Okay.
757-2100.
I appreciate it.
But yeah, so as long as you guys aren't trying to go into restricted areas.
Oh
and
no,
things like that,
absolutely not.
You're good to go.
Absolutely not.
We don't break the law.
Yeah.
I try not to, but thank y'all. Okay, that's all it is. Like I said, we're probably right behind y'all.
Okay.
We literally just want to film, and I tried to explain it to them, and then y'all were called. And I'm glad we could have this conversation here.
Yes, sir.
That's all I wanted. Thank y'all.
All right.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Get you with a fist bump.
Thank you.
Fist bump.
Fist bump.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Y'all have
guys.
a good day.
Thank you, brother.
See you guys.
Yes, sir. Thank y'all.
Like I said, like I explained when I got here, it's not illegal to film in public. I explained that to Mr. Rash here. Like he also explained too, if the official
Right,
bed office
disruptive.
asks you to leave,
Well, if I'm being disruptive, see, because here's the thing, as
I'm gonna walk this way. Thank you for coming out, Mr. Simmons. Thank you, sir. Thank you. I got fist bumps from everybody.
2 men, 1 camera, no crime. But cops show up, demand they leave, and threaten trespassing on public property. They push back. The law's on their side. Like, comment and subscribe, because rights don't defend themselves.
Hello. Hi. How's it going? How are you? Good. Are you guys associated with Channel 5 call?
I don't answer questions.
Okay, we just had a couple complaints that you guys were here filming in the building.
Can I get your name, please?
Yep. Officer Sarah Timmerman.
Please.
Can we get your badge number too, please?
We don't do badge numbers, but my ID number is 2307.
Awesome, thank you. Are we
I'll
on?
talk to the people in the building, but I mean,
Is
they don't
taking
want you to
pictures
be
of their
here.
building against the law?
No, it's a public building, but if they're on the property, they don't want you on their property.
Are we on the property right now?
I'd have to check with the town, see where the property line is.
How about if I stand right here? Are we good?
But you aren't associated with Channel 5?
No.
Okay. You guys have IDs on you by any chance?
Do I need an ID?
Do you have one on you?
Not on me, no.
Okay. What's your name?
Why do you need an ID?
Just because we had a couple complaints that you guys were filming in the building.
If I haven't broken the law, I'd rather not use my
Okay,
name.
I'll just wait for the other officers to arrive.
Okay.
Are we being detained?
No, you're free to leave at any time.
All right.
Would you, it'd be better if you're on the public road. I don't want to accidentally be on their property if they're complaining.
We're on a public way right now, correct?
This is technically there's.
Because
I'm just gonna
honestly,
stand over here just to be on the safe side.
there's no trespassing signs. There's no no clear indicators of their property,
Okay.
and actually the signs are welcoming people to proceed past the fence. And it's actually a visitor's parking lot. They never asked us to leave either,
Okay.
so that's one
I'll
of.
talk to the people at Channel 5 and see what they
That's fine. They actually just asked us what we were doing, and we told them. We find it comical that the mainstream media is afraid of cameras. It's,
kind of ironic.
it is. It's really funny.
Are you guys filming for a story or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
We do our own type of news stories,
Okay.
blogs,
So you guys have, like a blog kind of thing?
things like that. Yeah.
Okay.
We do different buildings, stuff like that, and if anything comes from it, it does. I do photography, videography.
Continue down. Is it just about the media in general, or?
Yeah.
Hey sir, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, thanks. Can I ask you why you're filming the Channel 5?
I just let her know everything, and after this, I don't want to answer any more questions. I don't want to incriminate myself in any way.
Why would you be incriminating yourself?
You guys are police officers. Anything I say can and will be used against me in a court of law if by chance that goes that far. So I do not answer questions from now on.
Okay.
So, you guys are just kind of hanging out.
Could I just get your name and badge number?
Sure. Colin Fitzpatrick, 524.
Awesome, thank you. Appreciate it. Can I get your name and badge number too, please?
Ed Timmerman, 0250.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
We're not looking to cause any trouble.
I know. We aren't either. We aren't
Just
either.
trying to figure out what's going on.
I hear you. I hear you.
So you guys are just kind of hanging here.
We're just filming the building from what we believe is public. There's no sign saying do not enter, no trespassing, things like that.
So that's what we're gonna work on. We're gonna work on that. If this is
Yeah, it actually says visitor parking here.
Right.
The signs at the fence actually say proceed beyond the fence to go to the lobby.
Okay.
There's no signs that say otherwise. So.
Okay. Do you guys have official business with WCVB or no?
Right, what do you mean in that
Like
way?
official business, like are you here for, to speak with somebody at the organization or anything like that?
I'm not going to answer that question. I do think you were driving a little too quick for photographers.
So
There was no actual real crime being committed. You're driving pretty quick down here, and that person pulling out here got a little scared of that.
When we got called by my partner.
By her?
Yep. Just figured I'd.
Did she call a code?
Nope.
No, okay. Because you had your lights on. I didn't hear your sirens, but I feel like that was a little overkill for the situation.
Okay.
It's about public safety, so.
Absolutely.
She didn't radio in we had weapons or anything, correct?
No, you don't have any, do you?
No, absolutely not.
But you guys are also refusing to identify yourselves, sir?
Because we're not committing a crime.
Okay.
We have the Fourth Amendment right for
Okay,
privacy.
but if WCVB says that if they are the owners of this parking lot,
Yeah.
they are asking for you guys to leave.
They haven't asked us to leave, so
I'm just giving.
if they do, we'll
giving you a
leave.
Hypothetical.
Yeah. If they do, we'll leave, and we don't have to give our information.
And that's what we're looking for.
Absolutely.
Because as you can imagine, some of the news anchors that we've dealt with stalking here, we've dealt with suspicious letters, and I'm not saying you guys are doing that. I'm just saying sometimes the news channel has heightened sense of security.
It's funny. It's ironic too that they get a little nervous about cameras when they do this to people out in public all the time. They'll knock on your front doors, come on your private property, and knock on your front door if you are the story. You know what I'm saying?
I know.
So this is kind of ironic that this is going on because we have some cameras.
I know, but you understand what I'm saying, where we're often down here for like suspicious letters, various.
And does anything actually come from it? I don't ever hear about it on the news. That'd be a pretty good news story.
Sometimes they do actually. Okay, sir, so here's the deal. This property does belong to WCVB, and they're asking you guys to leave.
Okay, where's the property line start?
At the street. All of this is our property. The driveway.
Where the car wash is?
Everything.
The car washes?
No, the car wash belongs to me.
Okay, so not at the street then.
You're standing on my property.
Okay, I'm gonna walk off right now. But where does it start? Because you said the street, so that's not true because you have to pull in.
Our property, sir.
You have to pull into the car wash.
Sir, you have to let him explain, okay?
Okay.
All of this property belongs to us.
Is she with you as well?
You can ask her. I'm here by myself.
Answering the other officer's question.
So since it is private property,
Wait. So now I'm detained? Am I detained?
They want them no trespass.
Am I detained?
At this point, yes. We have to get your information.
No, you don't. No, he asked us to leave. I'm leaving. No, you cannot trespass me. You cannot just
let me explain to you?
No, sir. You cannot just trespass me. No, because you cannot just trespass me like that. They asked me to leave. I'm leaving.
the
Yeah,
business that you were on is.
So,
we need your information.
no,
to
they
give to the business.
no, they asked me to leave and I'm leaving. That's how it goes.
No, but we.
No, you do not need my information. Sir, no. Am I detained right now?
Yes.
Now I'm detained.
Yes.
Yeah, we would like to be able to leave.
Yes.
No, no. Listen, guys. This is that. Where's the sergeant? Can I get a supervisor here, please? Get a supervisor here. Get a supervisor here. No.
You're getting.
I am because you guys are not following the law right now. No, you're not. There's no trespassing signs. They asked us to leave, so we leave. You do not get our information from there.
So
you do not.
On their property.
But there's no markings.
Time out. You are on their property.
This is a visitor's parking lot.
This is WCBB visitor parking.
Right.
I know. So if I was here as a visitor,
Right.
if I'm here as a visitor and then you don't want me here, you can't just trespass me and get my information. You have to ask me to leave first.
We've asked you to leave.
Right now. No. Right now is the first time they asked me. I have it all on film. This is the first. See?
That's fine.
See? There we go. Thank you. I'm leaving.
No, you're not because.
Okay.
Because we spoke with them,
But they-
the employees.
He just agreed with me right now. He just agreed with me.
I didn't hear what.
He just agreed with me.
The fact
He
is,
thought that they already asked me to leave, and I didn't leave. That's what it is. He asked me to leave, and I was leaving. You guys have now illegally detained me.
Sergeant down here, so we're gonna get
Because you detained me illegally.
That's not true.
Yes, sir.
That's not true.
Yes, it is. We're not trying to make us think here. There's no reason for him to violate my Fourth Amendment right to privacy, sir.
I'm not trying to violate.
Yes, you are. By trying to give my information to him.
Not trying to violate anything, but we would like to ask you to please leave our property.
I'm trying, but he detained me.
Alright, so
He detained me. If you don't want my information, he'll let me leave.
I just need to make sure that they please leave.
Would you
our
like to
property.
proceed with the no trespass?
Yes.
So then we are going to need to have them stay here so we can get their information.
Well, let's get their information and proceed. With
We will just leave if you want us to just leave.
He just asked. He just asked for no
proceed with
trespass.
the no trespass.
All right, I'm not leaving.
Okay, perfect. Is she with you? Ma'am?
Control 571.
We need you to come back here. Yes, ma'am.
Can you swing by the Eversource gas job?
You can't let him violate my Fourth Amendment rights, sir.
I'm not letting him.
Yes, if you try to give him my information, you're gonna violate my Fourth Amendment right too, sir.
Time out.
I will have a lawsuit on Channel 5
You
News.
need to come back, please.
I will have a lawsuit on Channel 5 News if you violate my rights.
Because we need to get your information for no trespass order. Here's the thing.
Sir,
Here's the thing.
sir, you
this is
cannot
one
help them
employee.
violate my civil rights.
Not that.
You are.
This is one employee. We've got another officer in there speaking with other employees.
Only one employee has asked me to leave, and this is this gentleman.
Please leave.
I cannot leave because you want my information. He's trying to detain me.
Fact is simple. We're on the
The
property.
fact is real simple. You guys are not getting my information because it's not legally.
But it is because
No,
you
it
were on
isn't.
the property, so you're still on it.
You won't let me leave.
Right, at this point, right. Because they would like you no trespass.
Look
in order.
at visitor parking. You can't just have someone pull on here being a visitor and then trespass them because you don't want them there.
Business with them. You admitted that to us.
I didn't answer that question.
Okay. Oh, you're right.
Remember, yeah, thank you. Thank you.
All right,
Thank you.
I thought you
Thank
did.
you.
All
See?
right, you're
Exactly.
right. Calm down.
Exactly. Calm down. You guys are violating my rights right now. Yes. Dude,
You wanted the sergeant down here. He's coming down.
because you illegally detained me.
That's not true.
So if I pulled here to visit them and I went in and made a disruption a little bit, they said, "Can you leave?" Then I would leave. If I didn't leave, then they could trespass me. That's what's going on right here.
It's not necessary.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Sir, you're a law enforcement officer. How can you think?
Because I'm telling you right
You're
now.
not sure?
That's why you haven't left.
You're not-
Because you were on their property. We need your information to no trespass you.
This sidewalk. This is crazy. This is nuts. This is mainstream media doing this because of some cameras. This is crazy. Did anyone inside ask me to leave? Did they say they said they asked me to leave? I got it all on film.
Personally, no.
Yeah, see? Nobody asked me. He asked me first. You cannot trespass me. You can't trespass me.
Tell me why. I want you to tell me why.
Because, so like I said, if I come here as a visitor and even if I'm not saying anything, doing anything, I'm just filming and they don't want me here, they have to ask me to leave. And if I say no, then they can trespass me. I did not say no. I said yes. And then you guys said, no, you can't go anywhere. You're detained. So therefore, the only person that's making me trespass right now is you guys by detaining me after he said he wanted me to leave. That's how it goes. You have to ask me to leave first and then me say no, or come back afterwards to actually trespass me. You can't just trespass someone and charge them. You can't.
Oh, okay.
You can't. And you can't get my information because I didn't break a law. You guys think I'm trespassing, but I'm not. Well, I am now because he asked me to leave and you guys detained me on their property.
You still want to speak to the sergeant?
If you won't detain me, then I don't want to talk to him.
Okay.
When you guys tried, then they detained me. You didn't detain me.
I get it.
They did, though.
We're just trying to get this all figured out.
I know.
Can we just ask you to get off of our property?
I'm trying, but they detained me, so I can't go.
Over here.
Yes.
I can't go. I requested him. We're good to go?
Good to go?
All right, thank you, sir. Sarge, can I get your name?
Absolutely. It's Sergeant Carl Johnson.
Thank you.
Badge number 8710.
My name's Tom.
Tom, pleased to meet you.
Thank you. I
Stay
appreciate.
from the public way and they're fine.
Awesome.
Okay?
I appreciate you respecting our rights,
No
sir.
problem.
Appreciate that.
Thanks, guys. Yep.
Thank you for setting that all
Just
straight.
be careful going up. I don't want to get hit in the street. So be
Thank you.
careful
Thank you.
walking up there, okay?
Thank you.
Las Vegas is sizzling, but the real heat? Inside a federal courthouse. One man, one camera, one question. Name and badge. What follows is a tense standoff with U.S. Marshals dodging accountability. Policy says no, but the Constitution says otherwise. Like, comment and subscribe, because silence shouldn't outrank your rights.
Your name and badge number, please?
No, I don't have a badge. I work for security.
Okay. Can I have your name?
No.
So they give you a name tag so you can hide it?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. I like Universal, right?
Yeah.
You know, I have like over a dozen videos of you guys misbehaving.
No.
Viral ones too.
No.
Yes.
Am I misbehaving?
You're not. You're a nice guy, but you may not be following your policy because
What's the problem?
if somebody asks your name, I mean,
I don't have to give
it's not even just it's not even just your policy. It's common sense. It's.
What's your name?
I'm Enrique. Nice to meet you.
That's how you do that.
That's how
You
men.
don't come up-
That's how men.
You don't come up and ask somebody their name.
I mean, if they're.
without introducing yourself.
I mean, if they're working. If I'm trying to receive
I
a
don't have to
service.
tell you my name.
Yes, you do. You're at work.
No, you just told me your name.
Yes, because I
Now
chose.
I have
But that's
to tell
because
you
I
my name.
chose to. But I don't have to. You have to.
Not necessarily.
Yes,
I
bro.
don't have to tell you my name.
Bro, you work for us. You're being hired by the citizens. Okay, you're being hired by
That's the end of the story.
Hamilton Hill.
Bye-bye.
You see, Hamilton, you have to be nice too. That's part of your policy.
Come on, guys. I gotta work. So, bye, YouTube land.
Bye.
Facebook.
Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, you name it. You have to be nice, Hamilton. Thank you. So are you. So are you. Can I have your name, please, sir? Just for the record.
Why?
Just so I know who's here during our visit. What was that, sir? I know your mom didn't name you MO53. He goes like this, like, how you doing? How you doing, sir? You are Mr. Bone. Sergeant, no, you're Marshal Bone. That's a cool name, bro.
Thank you.
Thank you. And you, sir, what's your name? What is it with officers always pointing at you guys don't like giving up your name?
Okay.
It's like
Sorry?
how come when we go and speak to officers all around the country and we want to see how respectful you guys are, every time I ask, they always go,
I didn't touch my shirt.
but none of you said your name, so that's like weird. Yes, sir.
When you say how respectful you are,
Yes, sir.
you don't start off by asking us, would you like to be recorded to be on our video? You just come right up to me and put the camera in my face.
Hey. I record your face. I didn't put it in your face.
I know, but I'm just saying, if you would ask me like, hey, do you mind being on my channel or anything like that? You don't ask me that. You just come up to me like, hey, I'm recording this, and this.
Well, if I asked you that, you would have said, yeah, go ahead, film me for your channel because you're here for that right now. You're not here for my channel. So I'm asking you stuff that pertains to your job. So if I ask for your name, you guys go around asking people's names all day long. And you walk up with a camera as well.
It's not on.
So it's just look what you're telling me. You're telling me that you're telling me that it's not cool for me to walk up and ask your name with a camera, but here you are being a police officer walking up to people all day long for a living, asking for their names, their life, where are they going, where are they coming from, everything.
That's not true.
Well, you are here on a Fourth Amendment waiver desk.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you see, we have the right to our privacy, and we have the right to our freedom of speech, and to the Second Amendment, and to the Fourth Amendment, until you walk in the building. You walk in the building, and then it's like all gone. Where's the other officers that were here? They were super cool. They really like identified with their first name and everything.
I thought he was gonna be a tyrant.
I bet you your wife is super happy to have you, bro. You're single? We're gonna have to find this guy a girl.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
The way you explain that thumbnail, make me look good.
Yeah. We'll put you in the, oh yeah,
Make me look somewhat decent in the thumbnail.
ladies, we have a single one.
You're not a bad looking guy, man.
And you, sir, can I have your name before I leave, please?
M. Thompson.
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 Thank you, Thompson.
It's my brother-in-law's. Thompson.
Thank you, Thompson. That's how police officers identify. Heck yeah. What do you hear from in there? Is that like your walkie-talkie?
Radio traffic.
Oh. Okay. So it looks like the Secret Service. We were filming them the other day, by the way.
You guys go around.
A lot of people are
We go around the whole country. The whole country.
Where have you had like the most negative interactions?
Most negative in every state.
Really?
Every single state. We have
no one state has been kind of a little bit more.
Alaska.
Alaska.
Ooh, you'd be surprised. I did 35 videos in Alaska in 21 days that I stayed there. My Fairbank, Alaska videos, viral. All 35 videos, viral. Over 130,000, 150,000 views each.
That's good.
We have over 100 million combined views in our YouTube. We've been doing this for 6 years.
Do you guys do it like? On? I know there's like the YouTube like America. Do you guys do the same thing and run it on other YouTube in other countries too? Have you look at how Mr. Beast does it?
Yeah, but no, I don't. The type of content that I do, if I try to do it in another country, we have a big problem, bro.
No. Can you use your content you film in the States and still run it in like YouTube like Mexico or YouTube China and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Monetize it on multiple streams like that?
Like I've done these videos in Mexico. It's basically the same constitution. They just have different numbers. Okay. But yeah, it's the same thing. We can go into.
The thing is, if you monetize in another country, you get paid less.
Oh.
Like if I'm Mexican and I'm a YouTuber in Mexico, I'll get paid less than if I'm a YouTuber here in America.
Okay.
Why can't you do it in another countries?
You can do it wherever you want. You're just gonna get paid. Because the First Amendment's only here.
Because YouTube, like Mr. Beast does stuff like he films it here, but then he has people come and translate the whole show.
Bro, that guy, that's why he's a beast.
I know.
This
but
guy,
I just don't know if you can you still do that same thing and if the content would work.
He can't. You can, but there has to be different type of editing. As you know already, he's switching
He's definitely getting.
He's switching the audio.
Yeah.
He's got Mr. Beast in Spanish.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So
I find it pretty cool.
And you want to know? You want to know one of the YouTube's policy too? We're not allowed to give shout outs to other channels. Can you believe that? That's like it's like a policy that people get away with a little bit, but technically you're not supposed
Here's
to.
a question, because didn't Mr. Beast always used to shout out like PewDiePie and all them duds like that?
That
demonetize.
You get away with that, but technically you're not supposed to, because they want people to grow their channel on their own. You know what I'm saying? YouTube wants you to pay and promote their thing.
On most of them, YouTube, like if you say you don't want to be recorded, if you don't blur it out, most people ask can they be recorded. I bet, to be honest with y'all,
so I watched that one
I bet y'all
video.
get a lot better interview. If you started off different, I probably would have gave y'all a lot better interview.
How are you?
Oh, it was great.
Yeah,
it was great what you gave us.
Yeah, I probably would have gave y'all like more information about myself if you came
I hear
about
you.
it a different way.
I hear you, but the thing is, bro, not everybody's as nice as you, right?
Yeah.
So we come across the same way.
The opportunity to be nice. And you should
I
give
do.
us an opportunity not to be grouped in with every other police officer.
Well, the thing
because
is,
it
every
creates
time I
a-
try to give an opportunity,
It creates a stigma. So when you say, hey, all officers do this or all officers do that, it's not true. If you start off and I get out on my camera and I be like, hey, I'm this. If you did it a different way, I probably would have gave you a lot more information.
but you want the different way that you want is me giving up information.
No, I don't
correct?
want you to give up information.
So
You
what
never gave
way?
me a chance. I walk down here and you zoom right in my face trying to get great content.
I'm a paparazzi. What am I?
Yeah.
That's my job, bro.
Yeah.
You ever seen how they run? Up and down. And police videos are
a real solid interview from an officer who is not like every other officer. You'll probably have a lot more content instead of what do you call it? Somebody you're
There's
trying
just
to.
so many of these videos.
Yeah, so many of these.
Like,
It's the same thing.
who watches it?
Get something new. Instead of
You-
trying to.
I posted. Well, bro,
trying to get a
I put.
reaction.
I put.
You're
And you'd be
get a
surprised, bro.
reaction.
We get a reaction every single time.
Yeah.
Look.
Go ahead, make your money. But I'm just saying, you're trying to get a reaction.
A positive one. We've gone viral many times for positive things. It drains me to argue with cops. It drains me to argue with people.
Go viral for less more stuff that's not positive than positive things. If you want a real positive thing, walk into the next place you go to and be like, hey, you mind if I try it? You mind if I give you a quick little interview real quick before you pull out your camera?
You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and do that to the next cop that I see outside, and then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna show you why I have the attitude I have. You see, I'm not saying everyone, like you said, not every.
Yeah, I get your point, but I'm just saying.
Everybody's been nasty to us, bro.
Yeah, he probably thought she was gonna do something. Yeah, he probably.
Bro,
Can you
think
text me a little?
that'll get 1 million views?
I'll share with you something I thought was pretty interesting because you guys are out here like, listen, I'm all for people challenging or protecting our First Amendment, all of our amendments really. But you know, there's certain things like people walk in. I've had these audits before too. Like there's certain courthouses that they go in and this is the people's building, taxpayer buildings, things like this, right? And I use the example of like COVID, when you went in to dismiss, they're a business, they can affect their policies, but it's a private business, right? So policies usually go for employees, not for the public. Yeah. But the reality is that specifically with courthouses, you might keep mindful of it, that there is a, it's vague, but it is a statute that in Nevada NRS, that in our state constitution that the legislators have voted on, who have given chief judges the authority to enact things to keep peace. So if a judge says whatever court wants to say, you can't come in here with cell phones, they stop there and it could be for victims' rights, whatever. We're not implementing that because
Those judges should, they should be removed, sir. Because how are you going to be the person judging and according to our to the law, and then but if I walk into certain courtrooms,
they voted it in.
If I that's the thing, it doesn't matter who voted what. It's the First Amendment.
That's what we're about.
You can't change the amendment.
Exactly. That's the problem. We have the First Amendment, freedom of the press, and then a judge comes and shits on it.
You know when they sign,
you can't bring a gun into an airplane.
But the airplane is a private company.
You can't bring it into the airport.
Yeah, you can. You can travel with your firearm. You just have to properly do it.
You book it.
Yeah.
You can't walk through TSA.
Who's gonna do that? But because you're doing business with private companies.
But what I'm saying is the legislators that the people choose that create the laws have given that authority when there's certain things, metal detectors, judicial things.
That is us. That's our new channel. We're gonna be releasing a video at 3:30 p.m. today from Boston, Massachusetts. Make sure you guys go check that out. But bro, all I'm doing is working. And people are like, "Oh, you're not." These videos are being taxed 24% directly from Google, and they're like, "Oh, you're not supposed to be here." Every $1,000, 24%. So
Not gonna get that from me.
we what do you mean?
That you're not supposed to be here.
Good.
You're supposed to tase me a little.
But I bet you, bro, if it was up to you, you wouldn't want to see it.
No, that's not true. I just would want you to ask me first before you just step a camera in my face.
Well, that's the thing, bro. You're a police officer. You should know that we have the right. So, like, if you're against these things, you shouldn't be a police officer.
No. I didn't say I was gonna do anything about it. I just don't like it. If you would have asked me,
Well, that's my whole point. You're a police officer. You're supposed to like it, bro.
No, I'm not.
Yet, why would you take an oath to protect something you don't like?
Listen, that don't mean I have to like it.
What?
I don't.
What? Thompson, you hear my friend over here?
I think what he's saying.
He said that he took an oath to something he doesn't have to like.
Well, what I'm saying is, we didn't take an oath to be disrespected.
No, but you took an oath to protect
Okay,
the right for people.
Putting your camera in my face isn't protecting anyone. No.
It is. It's showing people, educating people that we have the right to film you guys and question you guys. But most people don't. That's why we do this. You guys are supposed to know it.
Doesn't mean we don't have to like it.
You do, bro.
We just don't like the way you do it. I would have did it for you if you did it in a nicer way.
The thing is,
I
bro,
would have did it for you with no problem.
I haven't been disrespectful. I haven't been rude. Your complaint is my approach. But my approach was with a smile. How's it going, guys? Da-da-da. You just don't like it. I mean, what do you want me to do, bro? Bring coffee, donuts to make you feel better?
I don't.
So
I would have just liked it. I wouldn't do you that way. As a person, as a human being, I wouldn't come shove a camera in your face. I just don't like
so
it.
if you were to stop me for a reason, you wouldn't turn on your camera.
Stop you for a reason for what?
You're at work.
If I walked up to you and just talked to you outside.
But you're at work. No. But when you're on your duty. If it was your duty to talk to me.
If somebody call me out, I'll turn on my camera.
Exactly. This is my duty, bro. How am I supposed to work if I don't turn on my camera and come over here and talk to you? It's the same thing, bro. So, but we're just trying to get into people's hearts and in a nice way, bro. We're not that guy that walks around, fuck the police, fuck the police. That's not me, bro. I got 4 daughters. I love good cops. One of my daughters is an adult already, bro.
That guy's good. He's cool. I had to look for him because I was like trying to pick him. He's got the red hair. Yeah, Audit the Audit. I watched some of his videos too, bro. He's good.
Audit the Audit. They have a video on that channel about me that has 1 million views, and it says, man pleads guilty to crime he did not commit. Oh Lord, how embarrassing for me. But at least people know. I pled guilty to a crime I didn't commit because of threats of courthouses and prosecutors and.
He helped you out on something?
He didn't help me, and he didn't.
Something on
He didn't film. He did a video about. You see, these guys grow their channels with our content. Like they sit back at home and they would let us go do the videos, and then they're like, okay, well, we'll take this video from this guy and.
You see people splice videos all together. Like, look at this video. The little shorts they try to slice in.
Yeah, I don't support channels like that. That like Audit the Audit. Even though he did do a video about me telling people that I pled guilty to a crime I didn't commit. Good thing he titled it like that because I didn't commit a crime. But these people just sit on their asses at home.
They don't put the work.
They don't put no work. And then they take our content and edit it, but they have the right to do that as well.
Yeah, more like review kind of.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. All right, well, that's 29 minutes here. Thank you guys so much. I love this guy. I love you too, bro. No matter if we didn't, you know what I'm saying, click too good, but you're a nice guy. You just need to understand a little bit better and like what you're doing.
I like what I do.
So what's the 8th Amendment?
That's just what you want me to answer.
Okay, come on, bro. Bro, you have thousands watching you, bro. And you wouldn't even be like, okay, so the 8th Amendment is this. That's because you don't know it, bro. And if you're me as a man, if I don't know something, bro, I just freaking admit it. But I don't play these games like, well, I'm not gonna tell ya. The 8th Amendment. No high bails, bro. You work at the no high bail, no cruel and unusual punishment. I know all of these by heart, bro, and police officers don't. So that's my whole point. You take care. Take care, man. Be safe, Thompson. Di prete, take care.
3 locations. 1 message. When policy clashes with the Constitution, the camera becomes the clearest witness. No crime, just courage, confrontation, and the fight to keep your rights alive. Like, comment, and subscribe, because standing up starts with knowing where you stand.